So let's start with the Don't Fucking Sleep Award. I feel like I have the Don't Fucking Sleep Award for Best New Artist. And boy, have we got a doozy here. So the rules for this one, this is a little bit weird. You can have, as an artist, you don't have to have just started in 2018, but you have to have become well-known in 2018. Well-known is a little bit subjective.
Well-known, you have to have 100, no, I don't even say that.
There's no metric for us, but it's very arbitrary, but it's pretty obvious, and we'll explain how they became to prominence this year if it's not already obvious. So, No Name, again, not a new artist, but her album Room 25 kind of blew the fuck up and made everyone say like, hey, this is like, pay attention to No Name. Don't fucking sleep on No Name. Her, I'm throwing in there.
I mean, a lot.
Yeah. Her album came out in 2017, but she really blew up like late 2017. She really blew up in 2018.
This year blew up.
Tours, shows, everything. She's like a really good, like a little bit bog standard, but still very good like R&B singer in that sense.
Yeah.
Tierra Whack. This was like damn near close for the Audioface Choice Awards because people kept sending in Tierra Whack, and I mean, her first project was a 15-minute video thing and an album to coincide with it, where each song is a minute long and cuts abruptly, and supposed to like it's an expression almost more than it's music.
Yeah, and it's very, very experimental. It's different, and I mean, I enjoyed that.
Absolutely,
it's so different.
You will never be able to play it at a party. You will
probably
you will probably never or rarely play it by yourself. But like game recognized game, this is
that was a straight art form.
Francis Arevalo, I would say he's very similar to No Rome.
Yeah.
Not in the fact that he's Asian, but in the fact that he just has that sort of persona going on about him, and he's very he's low key. But his EP that he released just has so much range. Like there's soul-y songs on it. There's poppy, fun songs on it. I'm very the main come away from all of these artists is that I'm just very excited to see where they go from here.
Yes.
The next three, I think you'll have a better job explaining. So you go.
Pale Waves, which I talked about on the previous episode, Audioface of. We should probably review this.
Yeah. The court packing
episode. Pale Waves, great indie artist from Manchester. And I recommended to him to listen to for indie. Their album was released this year. Kind of blew up because they were touring the 1975 last year, and now this year, since they released the album, they started to blow up on that scene. Like if you're in that alternative kind of British music scene, you'll start to know them a little bit more. Same thing for the next two, which are the Japanese House, which holy shit, I've been loving her music forever. She's never released a full-length album. Amber is her first name. I think she's going to this coming year because she's been releasing singles, but she's released little mini EPs of like 3 or 4 songs. But there's a couple songs last year where she started to blow up, and then this year she blew up more because those tracks gained popularity. She went on a tour, like a North America tour, that a lot of the shows were sold out. I was watching them, and I go, wow, okay. So she's really blowing up now. Awesome. Don't fucking sleep on the Japanese House. Really good artist. Then you have No Rome, which this year just came out of nowhere. I've never even heard of him until this year. And he did a couple of stuff with the 1975, and then did stuff on his own. I can't think of the EP name. I'm blanking.
Keep going.
But anyways, and so a couple of his songs blew up this year, and now he's starting to do his own shows. And then I think he's going to be going with the 1975, I believe. I think he's going to be doing it on tour. Actually, I might see him when I watch him in Colorado. I think he's opening for them. But he's started to blow up now to where people are like, okay, his pop is good. It's different. Rip Indo Hisashi, that's what it is. And that EP kind of blew up a bit. And now people are like, oh, don't sleep on him. So those three, I'm like, hey.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but No Rome produced Two Time?
He was on one of the things for Two Time. I know that.
Yeah, I know he has a production credit for Two Time.
He has a production credit. I mean, George Daniel produces it because George Daniel's the drummer for the 1975. He produces all their songs basically. But I know No Rome had a part with it.
Right.
For sure. He did something with it. But George Daniel did the main production.
This is
a good list. This is hard.
This is a good list.
I think I have an idea.
We might have to do 2.
I mean, I'll allow 2, honestly. I know I'm giving mine the 1 for sure. Do you know your 2?
I know my 1. It's probably going to be different from yours.
It's definitely
so
different.
It'll just be like my 1 and your 1 will
Yeah,
be the
let's do that. So the Japanese house for me, because Amber's music is unbelievably good. She's our age. She's only 22, and she's doing something very different with indie alternative. It's something that I haven't heard much before, and I'm very, very looking forward to her new album.
I saw myself an intellectual. I thought that I was capable. Every move was just habitual, and life was just a ritual.
And the couple people who I've talked to who like her music all say the same thing, where they're like, she's great. I just want to release a full-length EP or LP, so waiting for that. What are you gonna do?
I'm picking No Name.
Yeah, No Name was my second, honestly.
Like,
that was really, really good. It's something I had no idea about until you told me about him.
Yeah, on the song Blaxploitation alone, like it's so catchy. It's so good.
Catchy.
And like just her personality, her style, like she isn't fully formed as an artist yet. I wouldn't put Room 25, the album that she released this year, on any sort of like best of list.
No, we said that too when we reviewed her album.
Yeah, like it didn't feel as complete as I want it to. Then again, this is only like her second. This is second.
Second. Oh,
yeah. She released one album in 2016, but again, like barely kind of known. This is the one she broke out with.
Expectations has a good track.
Dance, monkey dance, cause these are gon' fit me good tonight. Eating Chick-fil-A in the shadows, that tastes like hypocrite. Yummy tasty, yummy tasty. Offer from my empathy, bitch is just really lazy. Maybe I'm not hypocrite, maybe I'm hypochondriac. I'm struggling to simmer down, maybe I'm an insomni black. Bad sleep trigger by the
and not only that, there's so much out of that album that was really good, and you have so much potential there that I'm just very excited to see what No Name does. And that's not to say this is a very tough list, and all these artists I think are very close there. These are just like us picking and eking out because it's the Audioface Awards for a reason.